We want to find the critical values of this quotient, this rational function. And to do so, we're going to get the derivative, but I want to notice one thing first here. I want to note that the domain of this function is all numbers x not equal to -4. Because at -4, what happens? At -4, we'll get division by 0. So -4 is not in the domain of this function. Therefore, it cannot be a critical value. So let's find the derivative. Now, this is a quotient, so I'm going to write the template. It's the bottom times the derivative of the top minus the top times the derivative of the bottom all over that bottom squared. So let's see what we're going to get here. This is going to be, right, the bottom, the quantity x plus 4, times the derivative of the top, which is 3, minus the top, which is the 3x, times the derivative of the bottom, and this bottom right here, that denominator derivative is just a 1. And all of this is over the bottom, that x plus 4 squared. So we have the derivative. Let's clean it up. Multiply through on the top here. F prime of x is equal to, okay, I'm going to distribute through here. So I'll get 3x plus 12 minus 3x, right? 3x times 1 is 3x, over x plus 4 squared. And as we know, those 3x's are going to go out, and we're going to have this derivative. F prime of x is 12 over x plus 4 squared. There's our derivative. Now let's ask our two questions. First of all, where is f prime of x equal to 0? Right, now that gives us these smooth max mens or terrace points. Now here's what we have. We have f prime of x equaling 0. That means that 12 over x plus 4 equals 0. No solution here. You know, what we've got is a fraction, right? You got a fraction being 0, and the only way a fraction can be 0 is if the top is 0. You have to have a 0 in the numerator for it to be 0, for a fraction to be 0. But this is a 12. 12 is not equal to 0, so there's no way that this can be 0. So there are no critical values here. So there's none of these, right? We're going to get none of those. And the second question is, where is f prime of x undefined? Okay, well, the only place that this 12 over x plus 4 squared is undefined is when x equals -4. But x equals -4, that -4 is not an element of the domain. So there are none. So that means there's none of these. Okay, so we're not going to get any of these critical values or anything on our curve that looks like this. So to answer this question, we're going to say, what are the critical values? I think we're going to say that there are none, or we're just going to write does not exist or do not exist. Critical values here do not exist.